world sure is big, full of hope, and a sheer population of a town. What's inside this great big, beautiful tomorrow? Well, besides Mickey and Friends, shops with merchandise that everyone wants to buy. Food and drink, people want to fill their bellies up with. There's one other form of something I haven't mentioned. That, of course, is the rides. The rides. The rides. The rides are what make Disney exciting, inviting, and somewhat educational. And today, on this epic day, I will tell you, not my top 5, oh no, but my top 10 favourite rides in Walt Disney World. And some of these are no longer around, so warning, you will get a hit of nostalgia, and you may feel old, and you may cry. I know I will, and that's okay. Now, these may change after my trip in 2024, so I'll update this after I've been. But for now, this is prior. This is pre-2024. This is 2023. So, without further ado, I have but one question. Shall we get into it? Now, I bet you're thinking, Zach, really? Dumbo? Yeah, man, Dumbo's sick. It's jokes aside, Dumbo is a nice, easy ride with very little wait times. Nice time to sit down, get some nice views of Fantasyland. You can appreciate the Magic Kingdom for what it does with Dumbo. And it's a grand idea to focus on what you want to do next. Now, most people often forget about Dumbo, but to me, honestly, it's always been a stop for Magic Kingdom for me. Just to admire the Magic Kingdom area and Fantasyland in general. Also, it gets me out of the crowds for like 5 minutes. That's the real reason. You get a nice view. Dumbo, crowd pleaser since 19... How long has it been going for? 1941. What a lad. Way to go, Dumbo. Way to go. Well, would you look at that? Our first defunct ride. That did not take long. Number 9 is a Hollywood Studios backlot tour. So it's always a fun ride. Versions of it still exist in some Disney parks. This one was my favourite. Why? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they were carbon copies, but Walt Disney World, man, it just hits different. It's here, but it's on here because it was fun and educational. Take behind the scenes, look at things you were not supposed to see from movies and Walt's life. For example, one thing that was always on there, Walt's plane was there. And it was dope to see. That was very, very cool from like when they had an airport at Disney World. You also get to experience the earthquake scene section, the water spillage. That's always fun. And I know they have that at Paris, but it just hits different. It just hits different here. It was a mixture of education and playfulness, and I really enjoyed it. I'm just sad I can't experience anymore in Florida. Maybe a trip to Paris is needed just to see it, you know what I mean? Number 8, man, is Nemo and Friends. What can I say about this ride? I enjoyed Finding Nemo. I enjoy the ride. It's an omni-mover, which means it's always going. Forever and ever. And even when we're sleeping, it just keeps going and going and going. Just never stops. Or maybe they turn off at night. I don't know. It's a fun ride. Nice and relaxing. Some good catchy songs from the legend himself, Mr. Ray. The animatronics are great to look at. It's a nice way to get out of the heat. Air conditioning is your friend, y'all. Take it any which way you can. And Nemo's good because it's under the water as well, which means you feel hydrated too. Yeah. Wow, the light in here it's terrible. Oh my days. Alright. Next one. Number seven. Number seven. Tomorrowland Speedway. Now this ride gets a lot of grief for being slow, outdated, and boring. You know what I'd say to that? To those allegations, I say no. No. This ride is the fastest ride ever. It's beyond our understanding. Technology that is so jam-packed. I can blink my eyes and boom, I've missed something. I'm just joking, not really. It is slow and outdated. It's but boring? No. I enjoy this ride. Maybe for nostalgic purposes. It's a good way to escape, to escape the crowds. Take in some of the park. You get a nice view of some of the rides going by. If you're lucky enough, you might see some people on Tron or on the People Mover. You can give them a wave. They might not see you, but you saw them, and you waved, and you felt accomplished. Oh dear. I don't know if I'm actually in frame here, but hey-oh. Next one. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Not Peter Parker. Peter Pan. You know, the boy that never wanted to grow up so he could never land. Get it. I made it funny. Yeah. People should call me a stand-up comedian. But I prefer to sit down. Oh, the jokes keep coming. Anyway, this ride is cool. And as such, it deserves a spot on my elite list here. Sure, it's just a dark ride. Slow moving. Retelling you a story you've heard 1,000 times before. What if it's something more? What if this ride changed your life forever? And if you ride this ride, you will. Because you get to fly over London and Neverland and see Ariel in all her glory in the water. It's a fun ride. And what makes it different is that you are suspended and it looks like you are really flying. And everything looks so far away. Give me the sense of flying. It's such a cool concept because you're above. It looks like you're actually like looking down rather than looking at, like as it's going by. It's cool. Truly is magical. If you've not been on it, go on it. Go. Now. Not now. After this video though. After this video. Number five. Of course this ride made it on the list. I mean, I'd be a criminal, a fake Disney fan, an adult, if I didn't put it in. I'd be shunned from the community. With good reason. This ride is always a good time. Full of punny jokes, a fun skipper, some awesome animatronics, and above all, the eighth wonder of the world. Say it with me, kids. The backside of water. This ride is so super fun. It's always a ride for me when I visit. Always 100%. Adventureland is always a stop. And so is the Jungle Cruise. You've just gotta, you know what I mean? You just gotta. Number 4. In a house filled with 999 haunts, there's always room for one more. The Haunted Mansion. The very Disney-esque horror fan favourite starring Eddie Murphy. Wait, you're not in the ride? No, what the hell am I going in it for? The hitchhiking ghosts? Constant hatchaway? Doom buggies? Yeah, sold. Yeah, sold. Eddie Murphy who? The Haunted Mansion is again a staple ride for any Disney enthusiast. And with reason, this ride is amazing. From ghost dancing in the ballroom to hiding in the attic with a crazy ass bride. sure is keep you on the edge of your seat and maybe even your life. Plus, the stretching room is just awesome. Hands down favorite part of the ride, aside from the Green Grinning Ghost song, you know. Green Grinning Ghost are here to socialize. Yeah. With only one in the whole world, sorry FM Disney, this ride is sure to allow you some amazing views of Tomorrowland, the castle, Tron, and you get to go inside Space Mountain. Yo, sick. This ride is sure to be a hit with the kids. And the kids and all of us. Why? Because it's a slow-moving omni-mover. And you gotta love them. They're just so fun to ride. Get out of the crowd if you're lucky enough. Get a pod all to yourself. Seriously, it's a fun time. I can't wait to move some people with y'all. And number 2 is the Carousel of Progress. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. Get me on Brent's Got Talent, because I killed it. The Carousel of Progress. It sure is a fun attraction, more than a ride. But I'm counting it as a... I'm counting it as I can. My channel. I can do what I want. It's a fun time spending with John and the family. And again, the only one in the world right here at Walt Disney World's Tomorrowland. I also want to put out there, let me know in the comments down below, does John look like Walt to anyone? Or is it just me? I feel like he looks like Walt. Is it intentional? Or is that coincidence? I'm going to put 2 images on there, one of Walt, one of John. You tell me. Before we get into number 1, we've got some honourable mentions. So, let's play the montage of the ones that didn't quite make the cut. No, for no particular reason. This list was just so stinking hard to make. And these rides are some of my all-time favourites too. But they just didn't quite make the list this time around. And, you know, again, maybe they'll change in 2024 when I come back. But for now, they're not on the list. For no particular reason. I just couldn't fit them on. But they are sure rides whenever I'm at Disney World. 100%. And number 1. Big Thunder. What a gold rush. Man, this was the first ride that I rode at Disneyland Paris when I was 6 years old. And y'all, I was hooked. It was such a fun ride. I had to ride it again and again and again. So many times, in fact, that I read it 10 times in the space of a 3-day trip at Disneyland Paris. All top 10's biased. Like, yours will be completely different to mine. Someone else's will be completely different to yours. And it's just how it is. You want those opinions, you want those things. And when people have the same relatable rides, you're like, oh, we got something in common. Woo, baby. But yeah. And thus concludes my top 10 Walt Disney World rides so far as of 2023. I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting over the past couple of months with this channel. I want to say I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm making content. It feels good. I'm ready to do it. The podcast is popping off. The channel's doing amazing. Of course, I couldn't do this without all of y'all. And if so, if anything, this is your channel. You are all the ones full of Disney magic, and with that, making this channel what it is. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos if you're so inclined. And if you want to watch new videos every Monday, a new podcast episodes every other Friday, 2 podcast episodes a month, and yeah, new videos every Monday. Until the next one, y'all. I mean, thank you so much again. Thank you so much Really do appreciate all of y'all. I mean, truly couldn't do this without y'all. And you are making it possible. Again, I used to love making content, I really did, and then it went out of the window with just work and real life stuff. And now I miss doing it. I miss doing it. So I am back. I'm not going anywhere this time. This channel is here to stay. Disney Magic Zach is the one. I am making it all about Disney, all about my true passion. I'm going to keep the other things for myself that I'm passionate about. Disney is the big one. Disney is my thing. Disney's my jam. I could talk about Disney for days, as y'all know. But yeah, thank you all so much. And if you want to catch out any new videos, be sure to keep an eye on the channel every Monday and every other Friday of podcast, like I've said. And yeah, I hope y'all have a magical day, magical night, whenever you're watching this. Spread some pixie dust and have yourselves a day. I'll catch y'all real soon. Till then, peace out.